Thank you for recording. Thank
Hey, no problem. Y'all take it easy.
Hey, give me 1 second while he checks with the lady. Make sure.
Are they being detained or are they free to go?
They're actually being detained right now.
Are they for what
Let's get
crime?
detention.
What crime?
There has to be a crime.
Yeah, there has to be a
No,
crime
it
for them to be detained.
doesn't.
It's illegal detainment if there's no
Are you
crime.
with them?
No, I'm just an
Then go away,
activist
sir.
who knows.
Go over there.
I'm on public property right
You're
here.
interfering with the investigation.
Okay, well, I'll stay away and I'll just continue recording.
You're asking for your
Hey, then that's going to be you losing your job and me getting paid.
You do your thing too.
I am. I'm right here. Stop talking to me and talk to them. Ask if you're being detained or if you're free to go. For what crime? What crime? If you haven't committed a crime, you don't have to provide ID. You haven't committed a crime, you don't have to provide ID. Yeah, these people up here had a disagreement with the clerk. They called the police. Now the police is detaining these people because of
they said a
communication.
racial comment.
Because the
manager said
a racial comment. Now the police are detaining them and taking their information. Oh, they letting them go now because somebody here who knows their rights and let them know. So the only thing they can do is just take their name. That's it.
Y'all have a good one.
Y'all take care now.
You said, huh?
Do you have a place to stay? Are you on the streets?
No,
No? Do you have a place to stay?
I do.
Oh, and look, are you doing yoga?
Yeah.
I was like, man, it is so hot. It must be hot on here. I couldn't imagine.
You was just gonna take a picture of me or you was gonna help me?
Well, I was trying to figure out what to do. I'm going to delete the picture, though. I'm deleting it. Here we go.
No, I don't care about the picture because I look good. I just wanted to know what you was doing.
They are about to put up a homeless shelter around the corner, and
Oh, okay.
we're trying to get a handle as a neighborhood on how many homeless people we have.
Oh, I see.
And it's like, if you're homeless, I want to call the city, not to do anything bad to you, but just there's someone who needs help. I personally, I can't really help you, but
No, I'm not
I call
homeless.
311.
Excuse me? Oh, sorry.
So this is a perfect example of a microaggression. I am absolutely positive that this woman saw them eating their food. She just didn't care, okay? And more than that, not only did she squeeze in between this young lady and the railing beside her, she also played with her hair directly over her plate, right? A lot of people, I'm not even going to say specifically people, because a lot of people of color do this as well. But a lot of people will go out of their way to be passively disrespectful to Black people, specifically Black women, to send the message that these spaces are ours and you do not belong here. Now, if a Black man comes in here with the white counterpart, that's fine. But no, you don't belong here. And this is the shit that really pisses me off, because people love to swear that Black women have a victim mentality and we just go places looking for reasons to be oppressed. Like that shit doesn't follow us around. Like this woman isn't just trying to eat her lunch. So instead of telling Black women that we have victim mentalities and that we're obsessed with being oppressed, why don't we focus on the women that go out of their way to be passive and weird and microaggressive and do their best to oppress us simply because they can't handle the shine?
I don't think white people will change, especially when it comes to this thing of intimidation. These people will literally never change. There is nothing we will do that will make them change. Honestly. Because let it make sense to me that just like that, the only thing that can come into your head is I want to intimidate a Black person. I want to make a Black person feel uncomfortable. And you think you're not going to get fearful. And you think you're not going to get calmer. And you think when certain things is happening to you, you don't need to check and trace where the problem is coming from. See, a lot of things and a lot of pains and a lot of suffering some of these white people are going through right now is as a result of what they have done to Black people. That's just the honest truth. But welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you. Liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks. Also join my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And guys, with that being said, let's continue watching the other clips I have. I'll be back with commentaries. I have a lot of things to say.
Okay, not to sound like egotistical or self-centered, but genuinely, what's with this whole thing where y'all are intimidated by Black women minding their business? Like, genuinely, I've been holding back on speaking on this because I know there's gonna be some racist ass motherfucker in the comment going like, here we go, everything's about y'all, it can never be happy. But it's like, bro, first of all, it is not fun. Let me just say that. As someone who has been like prejudged, and I don't know what people got going on in their heads. I don't know what people are perceiving me as. I don't want to know. They're probably trying to fit me into the box of like the stereotypical Black, whatever the fuck. Probably instantly gonna think I'm ghetto or something just because I'm Black. You know, I don't know what people have going on in their heads. People are very interesting. But the amount of times I've had people like purposefully avoid me of everyone in the fucking room, like, it's like that person talks to everyone, but it's not like I don't want your attention, but it's like, I don't know, it just feels a little bit voluntary. And don't even get me started on the weird comments, the shade, the talking to everyone else about you but you. Realizing people are having like 30-minute conversations about you when you haven't even spoken to them. Like, it's kind of scary because are y'all good? Like, genuinely, are y'all good? Because what goes on in there? Does this mean like I'm gonna be attacked everywhere I go just for being freaking Black? And don't even get me started on the RBF accusations. I don't want to say it's just a Black girl thing because this happens to every race, but I feel like Black girls get told they have RBFs more on average and are considered just aggressive just for living, literally just for breathing. And not just by white folks, not just by any other, it can be from Black folks too, coming from your own people. Everyone likes to pre-assume and prejudge and preconceive of who they think you're going to be. And when you do not fit into that odd spectrum that they have made up, just leave. And it's weird because like you can't really move any type of way around people that are racist or just don't like you just because you're freaking Black or whatever the case may be. You cannot really move how you want to, because if you're too nice, then you're gonna get fucked up, used, whatever the frick may be. If you're mean, you're fitting into their stereotypes and you're finally like confirming all the negative biases that they already had made up for you in their heads. So it's just like, what do you do? Like, I literally be overly freaking nice to people, man, and it's like, I genuinely need to stop. Like, it's getting to like the people pleaser type shit. I don't do that. I don't know. No. But that's something I want to leave in 2025 because like putting myself down for others is not on the list, okay, for the New Year's. Also, I feel like if you have preconceived judgments of me, then that is something that you need to work out because, yeah, like, you can't do anything else other than exist. And I'm not existing for you. I'm not existing to appeal to you. Whenever you're overly nice, people step all over you. Whenever you're finally mean and like mean and like just stand up for yourself, now you're everything people thought you were to begin with. So it's just like, what do you do? Like, do you just run off the face of the planet? I don't know. Being a Black girl is genuinely very confusing and odd, because I'm not gonna lie, like some shit that be happening to me, I'm just like, would this be happening if I was not Black? Like, I'll genuinely sit back and ask, like, would this be happening if I was a different race? And usually the answer is no. So yeah, just leave us alone, please. Thank you.
You know what? This job really suits you. I honestly can't imagine you doing anything else.
I'm just here to clear your plates. Can I get you anything else?
See, even he knows how to keep things in order. Some people should just be glad to have work like this. Customers like us make this place run. Sir?
Tyron Blake felt something was off the moment he saw them walk through the door. After 6 years of working at Golden Plate Buffet, he had developed a sixth sense for trouble. Something about the way these three moved, the way they looked around the restaurant like they owned it, made his hand drift to the small GoPro camera clipped to his chest pocket. He pressed the button. The tiny red light blinked on. He had no idea that this simple action would save his entire career and expose something the whole country would be talking about within 48 hours. Before we continue, where are you watching from? If this is your first time on this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Stories like Tyron's need to be heard, and your subscription helps us share them. Now, let's get back to what happened next. The three customers settled at table 12. Tyron took a deep breath and grabbed 3 menus. The lunch rush had just ended, and the restaurant was quieter than usual. Only about 15 other people sat scattered across the dining room. The fluorescent lights hummed overhead, reflecting off the glass sneeze guards that protected the long buffet stations along the wall. Tyron approached their table with his usual professional smile. The man on the left had a buzz cut and wore a gray hoodie despite the warm temperature inside the restaurant. The woman in the middle had messy blonde hair pulled into a bun and wore a bright pink shirt with some cartoon character on it. The younger guy on the right had curly brown hair and a navy blue hoodie with white text across the chest. He explained how the buffet worked, even though the giant signs made it pretty clear. Customers paid up front, got unlimited access to all the food stations, and could stay as long as they wanted within the 2-hour window. They nodded along, not saying much. Nothing seemed off yet. Tyron relaxed slightly. Maybe his gut feeling was wrong this time. They paid and headed to the buffet. Tyron watched them pile their plates high. The buffet had everything from fried chicken to pasta, salad bars to dessert stations. These three focused mainly on the desserts and fried foods. They made multiple trips, stacking plates on top of plates. This was normal at a buffet. Tyron had seen people eat way more than their money's worth. That was the whole point of the business model. The restaurant counted on some people eating less to balance out the big eaters. He cleared tables nearby, keeping an eye on all his sections. After about 30 minutes, the woman waved him over. Her table looked like a disaster zone, white plates stacked everywhere, silverware scattered across the table. An empty glass sat among the chaos. One plate in particular caught his eye, piled high with chocolate brownies and vanilla ice cream melting into a puddle. Tyron walked over, already reaching for some of the dirty plates. That's when the woman said it. Her voice carried across the quiet restaurant. She told him that looking at him, he deserved to work here. She said it served him right that he was serving them, that this was what he had always been meant to do. The words hung in the air. Tyron froze. The buzz cut. Man chuckled. The younger guy with curly hair had his mouth slightly open, looking between his companions like he wasn't sure what was happening but found it funny anyway. Tyron's hands were still outstretched toward the plates. The GoPro on his chest captured everything. The wide-angle lens showed his brown hands in the foreground, palms open, momentarily suspended in shock. It captured the three faces at the table. It captured the mess they had made. It captured the exact moment everything changed. Type "stay strong" in the comments if you think Tyron should have walked away right then. But Tyron didn't walk away. He couldn't. He needed this job. He had rent due in 5 days. His car needed new brakes. Walking away meant letting them win. It meant accepting what they thought of. He took a slow breath and continued clearing the plates. His manager, a man named Mr. Foster, had already accused Tyron of making up complaints twice before. Once, when a customer had asked if the restaurant had any American waiters. Another time when someone had left a note instead of a tip telling him to go back where he came from, even though Tyron was born in Ohio. Both times, Mr. Foster had suggested Tyron was being too sensitive, that he was looking for excuses to avoid work, that maybe he wasn't cut out for customer service if he got upset so easily. The restaurant had no security cameras pointed at the dining tables, only at the registers and exits. It was always his word against the customers. That's why Tyron had bought the GoPro with his own money 3 months ago. $70 he could barely afford, but he was tired of being called a liar. The woman wasn't done talking. As Tyron balanced the stack of dirty plates, she continued. She said, people like him should be grateful for jobs like this, that he should smile more, that they were being nice by even eating at a place that hired people like him. The buzz cut man added his thoughts. He said the food was mediocre, but at least the help knew their place. He laughed at his own words. The younger guy finally spoke up. He said something about how his tax dollars probably paid for Tyron's benefits. He didn't look older than 22. Tyron doubted this kid paid much in taxes at all. Tyron's jaw tightened. The plates felt heavy in his hands. Every fiber of his body wanted to say something back, to defend himself, to point out how ignorant and hateful they sounded. But Mr. Foster was in the back office. The kitchen staff was busy prepping for dinner service. The other customers either didn't hear or pretended not to notice. He carried the plates to the kitchen in silence. His coworker, Lisa, saw his face and asked if he was okay. Tyron just shook his head and kept moving. He scraped the leftover food into the trash bin, loaded the dishes into the industrial washer, washed his hands. The whole time, his mind raced. The smart thing was to ignore them, let them finish eating and leave. Never think about them again. But something felt different this time. Maybe it was the boldness of their words. Maybe it was the fact that other customers were right there and nobody said anything. Maybe Tyron was just tired. He had been tired for a long time. When he returned to the dining room, the three were heading back to the buffet for round 3. Or maybe it was round 4. Tyron had lost count. The woman piled more brownies onto a fresh plate. The buzz cut man filled a bowl with soft serve ice cream, letting it overflow onto the counter before bothering to pull the bowl away. The younger guy loaded up on fried chicken. They returned to table 12. Tyron stayed busy with his other tables, but he could feel their eyes following him. They wanted a reaction. They were poking at him, waiting to see what he would do. The woman called him over again. She needed more napkins. There was a napkin dispenser right on the table, clearly full of napkins. Tyron could see the brown paper edges sticking out, but he said nothing and brought her a stack of napkins from the server station. The buzz cut man then said his water tasted funny, wanted a different glass. Tyron brought him a different glass with fresh water and ice. The younger guy claimed his fork was dirty. It wasn't. Tyron could see it wasn't, but he brought a new fork anyway. They were playing a game. Each small request came with little comments, observations about Tyron's appearance, questions about where he was really from, suggestions about other jobs he should consider that might suit him better. Every word carefully chosen to stay just barely on the acceptable side of what they could claim was innocent conversation.
Yeah, so like I was saying, I just feel like people don't respect us. I don't know what it is, but it's honestly as if they intimidate us. It's honestly as if they're trying to like constantly intimidate us. I don't know what it is, and it's like, have some respect. Like, do you know who I am? But you know, they don't. They don't know who we are. Do you understand? And that's fine. Honestly, it's fine. But I have something to tell you guys. I feel like we need to come together. I feel like we need to build something for ourselves, and yeah, just join my revival program. It's on my bio, like the link is on my bio. Let's build a community where we can obviously talk, share ideas, build businesses, do bigger things. Are you ready? I'm ready.
Did y'all see that video of that man who was standing in the street in Philly and the police officer was telling him to go to the sidewalk, get out the street type shit? And he was like, we live around here, but he was like, get out the street. And before he could even turn around and move, the police officer started pushing on him. And of course, he like, don't touch me. Like, he pushed him off of him. And the man like straight tased him. He didn't even phase the taser. Like, he dead ass ate the fucking taser. And honestly, like, I'd be so pissed the fuck off that I probably would have ate the taser too. Because why you putting your fucking hands on me when you telling me to get out the street? Like, the excessive force is fucking real. And they feel like they got a point to prove because you got a fucking badge on. And that shit is annoying as fuck. Y'all ass supposed to be out here serving and protecting, not assaulting the fucking community. And now you finna have a motherfucking lawsuit. He better sue the fucking brakes off that motherfucking police officer. Sue him for his own pension, 401k, all his benefits. Sue his ass, get him fired. Because nah, baby, you taking it too motherfucking far. Like you didn't even let the man get out the motherfucking street before you put your hands on him, and then they try to make, and that's when they try to make it seem like you did something wrong. Shit is horrible.
Leave now.
I'm just trying to get into my car. Can you please move so I can leave?
Are you threatening us? You're threatening
us! Stop recording right now!
He mentioned he had the entire interaction on video, starting from the moment the harassment began. Luis asked if he could see the video. Trevor played it from the beginning. The officer watched in silence, his expression changing as the minutes ticked by. He watched the woman make false statements on her emergency call. He heard the racial slurs. He saw the man blocking Trevor's access to his own vehicle. When the video ended, Luis asked Trevor to send him a copy immediately. Then Luis walked back to the couple. What happened next surprised everyone watching. The officer told them both that based on the video evidence, they were being detained for filing a false police report. The woman's face went pale. The man in the red cap started arguing, raising his voice, demanding to speak to Luis's supervisor. A second officer had arrived by this point, a woman named Officer Stephanie. Between the two officers, they managed to keep the situation under control, but the couple was not going quietly. The woman started crying, saying this was all a misunderstanding, that she really did feel threatened. The man accused Trevor of editing the video somehow, of setting them up. But videos don't lie, especially not ones that run continuously without cuts. Here's where the story takes an interesting turn. One of the bystanders who had been watching, a teenage girl, came forward and told the officers that she had also recorded part of the incident on her phone. She had started filming when she heard the yelling, capturing the interaction from a completely different angle. Her video corroborated everything Trevor had shown. The couple, whose names were revealed later as Richard and Helen, were placed in handcuffs. Richard continued yelling, attracting even more attention from shoppers. Helen had gone silent, her face buried in her hands. They were put into separate police cars and taken to the local station. Trevor was asked if he wanted to press additional charges beyond the false report. The officers explained that what he experienced could qualify as harassment, intimidation, and possibly even a hate crime, depending on how the prosecutor's office wanted to handle it. Trevor didn't need to think long. He said yes to all of it. Before leaving the parking lot, Trevor made a decision that would amplify this story beyond anything he initially imagined. He uploaded the full video to social media. He didn't edit it. He didn't add dramatic music or commentary. He simply posted the raw footage with a caption explaining what happened and expressing his exhaustion with these kinds of encounters. The video went live at around 4 in the afternoon. By 8 that evening, it had been viewed 2 million times. By midnight, it was trending nationally. By Sunday morning, news outlets were calling Trevor for interviews. Legal experts were analyzing the footage on television, and Richard and Helen's names and faces were plastered across the internet. The internet.
Honestly, if you ask me, I think it really do have something to do with them trying to intimidate us. Really, it's like them trying to bully us into moving or hoping that they could get us in enough trouble that my landlord evict us. And I say that because we've been here since August and we've been having problems since August, literally. But if you ask me, I honestly think that my neighbors have friends in higher up places that they got connections and pull game at. Like, for example, the police. And for another example, the city of Little Elm. I believe that our neighbors reached out to HOA about the small complaints that they was trying to get us in trouble for. The HOA said, girl, fuck you. We don't care about that. So their next option was to go to their friend that works for the city. We've been here since August and we got a handful of write-ups for some stupid ass shit. And the worst one has to be the man telling us that we couldn't have our lawn table in the front of our house. And I believe he's in cahoots with them because it's the exact same name on all of my write-ups. All the write-ups that we have the exact same person's name, the exact same person's number. There is nobody else working in that office is what you're trying to tell me. The city can't write me up for anything that the HOA said that they don't give a fuck about. If it ain't illegal, then why am I getting a write-up from the city? The HOA said that they didn't care. Why do the city care? All these lawn tables in front of people's houses and he said, nope, that house right there, they can't have one. So me and my mom, we called down there, and that man was so disrespectful. Like, I got the video for y'all.
So we are allowed to have.
So are we allowed to have foldable chairs in the yard?
It is my opinion, no.
No, not okay. Not your opinion. The city rules. We're not going off of your opinion. We want the city rules.
Okay.
Because you're not HOA. HOA is the one that can let us.
Let me answer your question.
All
You're
right.
asking me questions. You're not letting me answer. So
Okay.
I'm pretty much done with this conversation.
Is that so? I'm sorry, because you're saying you're done with the conversation because you gave me your opinion, and I'm trying.
Well, I'm done with you. So.
We asked to talk to somebody else, and he told us that it was nobody else in that office that we could talk to because he was the head supervisor and he runs the whole entire office. So either two things. The city of Little Elm has some fucked up people in their hierarchy, or my neighbors are fucking with me. So after we had called them out on their bullshit, they knew that they wasn't about to be able to use their pool game with the city no more. So you know what was the next level? The police. It went from HOA to the city to the police. That officer knew he had every intention on arresting both of my parents when he came out here. You know why? Because both of my parents are head of household. Now both of my parents have a charge as head of household. Give us a reason to be what? Evicted.
Anyways, welcome back, guys, and I hope you guys literally enjoyed every single clip I was able to roll out for you guys from Genesis to Revelation, how these people literally act as if black people are the problem, but they are the one literally intimidating black people. So are we even going to start from the one that a racist cop was literally intimidating these black couples? If not because another black man came up, stood for them, and he had everything on record. This is how a lot of black people literally go to jail, literally go to prison without even committing any offense. How can you, as a police officer, not know the right thing to do at the right time, not know the exact thing to do at the exact time? So honestly, some of this their act is quite shameful. It's quite shameful, and this is why people keep saying racism will never die, because let it make sense to me that black couples are your problem. Even when they have not offended you, they've not committed any offense, they've not, like, it's just so crazy. Now look at the clip where you literally have to see this girl doing her yoga exercise without calling anybody to come and help her, without calling any white woman to come and ask her if she have this or she have that. But you see this white woman walking towards her and telling her, oh, are you homeless? Oh, do you, like, did she even look homeless? Is it that when they see people that are homeless, they don't recognize them, or she is just trying to put out a show out there? You see someone literally doing her yoga exercise and you are asking her if she's homeless. While in real sense, you have a lot of white people that are homeless and you have not helped those people. You're not helping those people that are homeless. But you are coming with your full chest to ask a black woman, a black healthy woman, if she is homeless. If she's homeless, what will you literally do? Will you take her to your room and start feeding her? Will you give her money? Is that the charity work you do for society? Honestly, some of these white people can be so annoying. And that is why I literally love this clip where this black lady stood her ground and she don't want any black person to pass through her videos. How can you even pass through the video where you literally see her trying to press her phone, acting as if you are blind or something? You people just want us to talk so that the moment you start talking, you say black people too are racist, black people too are this, black people too are that. You see me setting my camera, you want to pass in between. Why there is a lot of big spaces? There are spaces that you will pass, that you don't need to interrupt me. I don't need to interrupt you. But because if they don't come to a black person and make a black person feel comfortable, they're not going to be happy. Now look at that particular scenario again in the restaurant where you see this woman sitting down eating her food peacefully, and you see another white person coming to comb her hair, trying to do body, like trying to make videos and the rest of that, like shaking her. Like, it's just so annoying. Honestly, I wish I'm in that kind of position. Let me just give you a dirty slap once and for all, because I feel like some of the things that we do leave this one. That's why this people can just literally do anything or say anything that they want to say. Look at this other clip where you literally see this woman coming out of her comfort zone and saying, oh, our customers are not comfortable. Our customers are not comfortable. They're not comfortable that I'm a black woman, or they're not comfortable that you don't want me here. It's just crazy. And honestly, that is why I really agree, and I'm so happy that Black Americans are boycotting a lot of things this 2026. Black Americans are boycotting a lot of things, a lot of nonsense this 2026. They are saying enough is enough. Because it's crazy that you go spend your money and still you get intimidated, you get racially profiled, you get pew-pewed for your own money that you are spending, that you're making them rich. So if Black Americans are saying they should do every single thing to the black dollar, I accept and I stand by that 100%. 100%. Now look at this other clip where this woman literally needs to tell the waiter boy that this is the kind of job that he deserves. Like, what kind of comment is that? What kind of joke is that? And they were even laughing. If you would have slapped her or react another way now, they'll said, oh, he's a bad person. He also went to report to the manager, and the manager had the audacity to make it look like, oh, it's like you don't want to work or something like that. So because I want to work, does that mean I should take every single shit? Does that mean I should take every single insult? Does that mean I should be talked down on? I should be looked down? Like, it's quite crazy. Honestly, it's quite crazy. That is why I keep saying it. If you're in a situation like that, where you see some of these white folks trying to intimidate you, trying to say things that you know you're not comfortable with, trying to be highly racist, please film them. Put camera on their face. Let them know that you are videotaping them. Because they want privacy so badly, but they will not mind their business so badly. That's bad. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Credit to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you. Liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks. Also join my membership. I'm not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And yes, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys. And stay blessed.